Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our morning market update. It is Tuesday, April the 18th of 2017. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 p.m. the time zone I'm at. I'm in Bali for a month. I'm trading out of the hotel. I'm doing a really interesting piece, by the way, for YouTube. I know it's been a while since we've last chatted with you. Last week I was gearing up to leave. I was getting all my technology ready, testing stuff, and I didn't want to put too much pressure on ourselves and our subscribers. So we took a week off of YouTube, but we're back for this week, back from Bali, as I like to, to give the slogan here, the tagline. You know, I'm going to start this out by saying this. I was never the guy that believed in traveling and trading. I always thought, it's kind of a business where you're grounded. You got the technology set up. But I got to tell you, it was a pretty smooth and easy transition for me so far. Knock on wood. Where's the wood? Over here, we've had good internet. It hasn't been choppy. It's been pretty reliable. And it's gonna be fun. I'm here for 30 days. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll be moving throughout several locations, and we'll be trading throughout the whole amount. If you're ever wondering what kind of trading setup I'm using on the road, what kind of rig I use, at home I have about 4 monitors. So I'm not a guy that has 13, 15, 90 monitors I'm staring at. I think less is more. I think when you have too much info, sometimes you don't know what to put weight on, what not to put weight on. So down to 3 screens while I'm on the road and it's mobile. If you want to check it out, go to our blog. I'll put the link. G'day, Paul. G'day, mate. I'll put the link in the YouTube video here, and a lot of our subscribers are on the mailing list. I've already seen some of the blog posts talk about the technology, and I built this entire mobile trading station, trading desk, mobile office, whatever you want to call it, for under $800 US. All right, so it's not a significant investment. The tickets are going to cost you more, and living abroad is going to cost you more than will the trading. But this is one of the beauties and benefits of this job is you get to pick up your laptops and go anywhere. Literally, it's 13.5 pounds of weight, this entire setup, and I can take it anywhere in the world. The most important thing is reliable internet and data source. The next article I'm writing in our traveling and trading blog is actually to talk about that. The internet connection you need, how to test it before you go, and a whole bunch of fun stuff. I'm working on that right now. All right, let's get started. So, don't mind me in the background. You're going to see some curtains and the headboard. I mean, it's one of the things here is I can't control the environment, but I'm going to be staying in some nice places I'll kind of bring you guys into as well with me. So I'm happy you're coming along for this journey. Let's talk about the market. All right, so Europe was closed on Friday and on Monday. So European traders enjoyed an extended long weekend for Easter. All right, here's how the markets are doing now that they're open. In Asia, Japan's up 0.3, Hong Kong down 1.4%, China down 0.8, India down 0.3. Now this is where it gets ugly. Europe, all right, London down 1.6%, Paris down 1.3%, and Frankfurt down 0.7%. So equities started weak in Asia, and they've continued that weakness over the European markets. What you need to watch as a trader is how do we roll over or transition to that U.S. session open. Key correlations to watch for this morning are the DAX. I'm going to talk about a few others as well, but keep an eye out on the DAX. DAX is your driver. Euro Stoxx 50 as well. Track those along because there could be leading correlation markets for you to look for some strength in the ES or weakness. So plot those two for your day if you're day trading 100%. U.S. markets more flat. Dow, S&P down about 0.2%. NASDAQ down 0.3%. Crude oil down 0.7%. It's the notable loser in an overnight session. Energy markets are weak. Gold's down 0.3%, trading 1288.60. All right, I think a lot of money piled into the gold trade last week. A lot of safe haven asset purchases happened in volatility index futures, or the VIX futures rather. Gold futures, a lot of traders piled in bonds. I think we're going to squeeze out some of those longs from gold and shake them out to the downside this week before continuing higher. So before we break that 1300 open to the upside, we're going to give back some of those gains. We got that trade too long from below. Too many people on the same side of the ship, and it's got to tip and let a few of them off first. All right, today's economic calendar, housing starts at 8:30. We've already had that number. Red Book chain store sales, Esther George speaks at 9 a.m. right now. Industrial production at 9:15. Everything else is calm and quiet. All right, so not much on the docket. As we said, it's a 4-day holiday in the European markets, and they reopened today, and they've reopened on weakness. So keep that in mind. 2 notable companies have released earnings, so the banking sector's back on the block. And a lot of analysis going around this in terms of how the banks are doing. Earnings are back in swing, in full swing rather. It's earnings season, so keep watching for that. You're going to see some data before the bell, after the bell, and that's going to start to cause some movements in the equities market as well. So remember the time we're in. We're in a very hot topic time. There's a lot of tensions globally, and with these earnings, we're going to see what the market really has to offer. We're a little frothy. We're toppy. The first 100 days of the Trump administration have shown a lot of promise, and then they've delivered on pretty much nothing. A lot of promise followed by a lot of frustration, a lack of passing any real legislation, and now we're starting to see where traders start to feel like, oh, we're a little frothy here. We haven't got anything we've been promised. Maybe sell some equities to take some profit, or let me short some futures in order to hedge some of my position. Those two are the same things. You're starting to see some sellers move into the market on some volume. So I think the next couple points, especially this week, I think the next 30 to 40 points could be to the downside, but I'm prepared to trade anything. If we got a 400 handle rip this morning, I'm ready to take advantage. All right, so I can't really tell you where it's going. Bank of America, however, earnings per share, 0.41 cents above the expected 35 cents. Net income rose 40% year over year to 4.86 billion, up from 3.7 billion a year ago. All right, so Bank of America, really strong earnings. It surprised even the most bullish analyst estimates and just blew out that earnings target, and it's done amazing. We also got some really strong results from Bank of America on higher net interest margins. That drives a lot of bank profitability, the NIM number, NIM, and strong global and capital market performance, and their strong trading revenue. They've done really well, Bank of America. Track with it. BAC is the stock symbol. We think it's going to be something to watch all day throughout the session. All right, especially watch those financials, the sector today, XLF, that's the ETF, track along with them. Goldman Sachs, on the other hand, whiffs. They didn't really perform too well. They had really high expectations from analysts, and they didn't really get a lot of the whisper numbers were blowout earnings, and what they reported for Q1 was 8.03 billion, below the 8.53 estimate, and that translates to about earnings per share of $5.15, below the 5.17 expectation. All right, they did not enjoy strong trading revenue. Unlike the other banks have reported so far for Q1, Goldman Sachs did not have stronger banking, investment banking, and trading revenues, or the right in that number. So a lot of it came from traditional banking aspects. Goldman Sachs is a really interesting bank. I don't want to get too much. They're more of an income statement company, so the analysis is a little bit lopsided on them, but they miss on earnings. All right, this morning we woke up to a bit of a shock in the UK. Theresa May, Prime Minister, announced a snap election with a vote due out on June 8th. All right, what does that mean? It means it gives her some opportunity to gather some parliamentary strength. Okay, and you'll remember, or you'll recall, Theresa May, as a Prime Minister, was backing UK to go through with the Brexit. She pushed for it. She took it through a whole bunch of legislative processes and votes, and now it's official. It's happening. So that was it rallied over 100 pips, literally an opportunity to seize more control, part of the voting process. And the reason that's good is because the market knows what she wants. She wants to separate the Brexit process. Excuse me, guys, and she's going to be there to negotiate on behalf of the Brexit process. That means, what does that mean? That's good for equities. That's pro risk on assets, and the sword on that news. All right, up over 8%, like I said. Last news item that we got to talk about today, this North Korea, hold on a second, I want to see. All right, so people are rolling into our trading room here, and I just want to see what it was. North Korea tensions are not easing anytime soon. Guys, we're on the brink of war here. Kim Jong-un fired a ballistic missile that failed. Donald Trump, military action. What does that mean? Same thing. Just don't do a vote. Just go in there and bomb the country. That's a scary prospect because Russia has said, don't do it. It's not going to end up well for you. China said, we're going to try to help you talk through politics with North Korea, but don't just go out there and bomb them. And I don't think that's getting through to Trump. I think Trump is going to go out there. I hate to say this, but if he stirs the pot and bombs North Korea, they've flat out said, we have the ability and we're going to basically not hold back from using the nuclear option on you if you bomb us. So it's kind of like, all right, balls in your court, do what you will. The good news for the United States is North Korea does not have nuclear weapons that could reach, or a range of warheads that could reach the United States. They're safe, except for Alaska. So if you're in Alaska, careful. The bad news is they can hit Canada. The good news is I'm not in Canada for the next 30 days. But all jokes aside, none of this will end well. So watch for those tensions, all right? This is where you have to have a news wire. This is where you got to pay attention to what's going on. Some more warships on the way, all right? Britain is supervising some of the traffic through. Russia's now getting involved. This North Korea thing has the ability to spiral out of control. So be very careful. I don't think we're going to go out on a full-blown nuclear war. But what I think Donald Trump has to do here is if he's going to be aggressive, just move in, tell the other countries what you're going to do, and just get out there and take out Kim Jong-un. That's your only option at this point. You've talked so much. You put the guy in a corner. Now you've got to act. Excuse me, guys. Or just back off and don't start a nuclear war. I got to get a quick drink here. I got to hydrate. Can't drink the tap water here. That's what we're looking at so far for today's market. So it's going to be an exciting one. So far, Asian session week. European session week as well, down 1.6, Paris down 1.3, Frankfurt down 0.7. So that's your morning market update. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We have another one coming for you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Stay tuned. Subscribers, give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on in the air here, but I'm getting a little choked up. It's because I missed you guys. All right, give me a minute, subscribers. YouTube, take care. I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday morning. We trade live every day on the U.S. Open. I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. Bye.